All right, what we're going to do, I'm going to kind of go back over for the people on YouTube, is I'm building a base for a wedding gift that I'm going to do for Brody and Barnes. And so there's the photo that I'll end up painting this couple on right in here. But I'm going to build a collage background for the piece. Because I'm going to use scrapbook paper and I'm on a canvas, I don't think I'm going to wrap around the edges. So I'm going to start out painting. Let me grab the paint I want to use. I'm just going to use a raw sienna. And what I'm going to paint is just inside the canvas and the edges real quick. And then some of the papers I'll wrap and some of I won't. And then I'm just bringing it in about that far, just so there's no white edges on the canvas. But I don't need to paint because I'm not going to have white in the middle. There'll be enough papers. This is typically what I do because I don't know. And this could all get covered up. But it's hard to wrap the scrapbook weight paper around the corners. It's easier with the vintage papers. Okay, that's pretty good. I know it's hard to see when I'm getting the edges. But this way, none of that white canvas will show up. And they'll probably frame it, but I don't know if they'll get it framed or not. That way it's got finished edges. Okay. Yeah, this is a just in case. I like to just do the outside edges and then if I don't wrap it 100% around the edges, I'm okay with it. All right. This is already torn, so I think I'm going to go with that and cut. And I don't know how I'm going to use it yet. I'm just going to keep playing with it. I'm thinking I might cut more off and put it right here in this corner. definitely think I want to cut more of that off. So I kind of like that in that corner. And I want some of this brown. And I'm just tearing. And I think I want quite a bit of all right, I want this brown. And I think I'm going to let this tear and peek out from the brown. And I think I'm going to have this green. Cover most of that. And this is where I'll end up using some matte paper because I've got a little bit of a shortage. All right, and I'm just gonna give that a little snip and trim that. Yeah, I like the little edge of gold showing. I don't mind that. And like I said, I am going to come in and I am going to take off, I think this one needs to be 11 or just slightly under 11. And this is all from the same paper pad. Yeah, I'm going to take even a little bit more off of that. Okay, so that'll go there. And this will go in here. And this is where I know, like, I'm going to add some I want this because she's an English teacher and it says bookworm. And I think just some torn map paper sticking out. And that could even wrap around that corner at the top. And it'll cover where that is just a little short there. So it'll be like that. And then start playing with some of this stuff I pulled out too. This is just some faux ephemera from an altered mixed media book that I have. I'll use that. I know I'm going to use this tree somewhere. They're going to go here. Maybe not. I know this tree's going to go in it somewhere. Some of this, I'm not going to get married to this background all showing. Okay, here's a tag. That. This is their wet. See, I should have got a bigger canvas. You know what? Maybe I don't want this map. Maybe I want their wedding invitation. What? Maybe this comes off. Maybe things switch up. All right, so let's try this. And let's try this sideways. I don't really care about the... I want their names. So if we come and we start and we flip it, okay, and then we put the bookworm reference right there. I'm going to trim this down. Yeah, her invitations were really pretty. I'm going to trim down this punch. This is somebody sent this in Happy Mail to me. And it's the negative part of a die punch. Okay. I also have this lace that I may wrap around. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to cover up their names. But I may let this lace wrap around the canvas right there. I have 2 pieces of it. And maybe up here, wrap some lace around at the end. Needs to be ironed or reinforced. It's been folded. All right, so that could go there. They're going to go here. Okay. Like that. I think the quote will go right there. It's going to have to be mounted on white paper. Okay. I think that works. And like I said, they're going to go right in here. And they'll even lay over this a little bit. I'm not sure about the lace parts totally yet, but I think they'll probably go on there. All right, so what I'm going to do is get rid of the stuff I don't want and the trash real quick. And I'm going to use my phone and I'm going to take a picture of my layout. This is typically what I do. Now I have a photo reference that I can refer to. And I can take off and put those aside so they don't get damaged. I need to trim just a smidge off the top of this invitation. It's really heavy. It's really heavy. Okay. And I'm going to keep that to the side. I'm going to do this in some layers. So I'm going to take and glue this first layer of paper since it's going right on there. And match those two up. And this way they can kind of really work as one unit. All right, set that aside. I know this is where I need this turquoise paper to be. Well, actually, with that invitation, it can actually come all the way down. Now I'm just going to save some time and pour. And take a gift card or two and kind of spread this out. And I have a fairly thick layer. Let me even add a little bit on the back of here with a wet brush. I'm going to start that out. Right, and then I'm going to peel that back and I'm going to pour some more. Because that wedding invitation is super thick too. All right, put gel medium on the back of that. Put that in the corner right here. All right, and then I'm going to get this piece of paper here. Kind of matching up my edges. And the whole thing's got to be coated with a layer of gel medium before I add any of the pip markers to it. So I will coat the whole thing so that there's no dry spots, no direct to paper for the marker. Kind of squeegee any air bubbles out. I will tell you, sometimes I put something really hard, like books. In fact, let me get one. Oh, this one will fit, I think. Yeah, that fit in there. I just stick a book up in there so I can put more pressure and get more contact and force the air bubbles out. Because the canvas, see, I've got some, I just got a big one to pull out. And I don't care if I get wrinklage. But I can put more pressure. on the paper when I put the book because the canvas gives. And see, I tore some of this. I don't care. It'll grunge it up. Okay, and then we want, pour a little more here. I don't want to cover all that tree up, so I think I'm gonna let that tear that a little bit different. All right, and then we want the bookworm right here. And I haven't wrapped anything around the edges, so I'm not really gonna worry about that. At this point, nothing's wrapped. And this definitely will have some wrinkles. Okay, now what I need to do is check my corners here. Because I've built up, like right here on this corner, it's 3 layers of scrapbook paper. Okay. Okay. Got my tears covered so they don't continue to tear. I actually like those tears. All right. Let's check the photograph. All right, let's add this over here. Put that on there. Like I said, their bodies may block some of that, but I'm not really worried about it. And let's see, let's put a little bit on the back of this tree. And I want that here. And I need to take this money and tuck it up underneath their name. Tree glued down. Okay. Now the question comes, Do we want the lace on it or not? I kind of like the lace. It'll be wrapped around the corner. All right. All right, I'm gonna get a little heavier gel, medium, for the lace. And I'm gonna go ahead and take my brush and just kind of soak it. I don't care about it getting wet. I just want to get a good adheres. I want it to adhere. All right, and I'm gonna wait and let that. I'm gonna work on the other piece. Let me flip it around. That book is up on, there it goes. I just saw an air bubble. All right. Put that there. Put the second piece of lace. We get some. I think that might need a little more gel underneath it where the corners are. So you have to remember the fabric's going to absorb. And with the picture, it's like denim. She's wearing a denim dress. She's wearing a denim. He's wearing jeans and a plaid shirt. Let me pick this up, and what I'm going to do is come up here and just sort of load this with some gel and wrap it, and then down on the back side. So it's wrapped all the way around. It actually goes right to the edge of the frame. Which I think would be good. All right, let's do the same thing over here. I'm going to go heavy with the gel on the sides. And I'll wrap that one. Trying to get my sticky fingers on my book. Next thing you know, I'll have glued my book shut. There's a label too that is on that lace. All right. Okay. I want to put that in there. Clean my hands up a little bit. Put the lid on this. All right, let's take the heat gun and dry this just a little bit. All right, heat gun. Thanks, Eileen. I'm just trying to get the lace to dry a little bit. All right, so let's scoot that over to the side and let me find a piece of creamy white. Okay, there's that. Might be too yellow. Here's something more intentional in the golden color. Here's just a white. I think I like the white because of the lace. Maybe we'll do the white and then put the dark brown behind it. So I'm going to use glue stick because this is vellum and it will just bubble no matter what you do with gel medium. And it'll want to keep coming up. If it wasn't the perfect quote, I wouldn't use vellum. Okay. And the purple will disappear. Right. Just trim that up, that one edge just a little bit. I actually think I'm going to take it all the way down to where the vellum is, so you don't see the line for the vellum. Okay, so let's do that. Like I said, that purple is just glue, which will dry clear. And let's get a piece of that brown. I'm going to do the same basic thing. I'm going to put glue stick. Take that little bit off. Okay. And I'm not going to worry if that's going to cover up. And then what I'm going to use to glue that down is the gel medium again. Well, I've thought it out. So we pulled the pieces, Laura, remember? That night we were on really late. And it helps if you use paper from the same pad. That does make it easier to, because then your colors match. It does make it easier to mix patterns. Which is one of my favorite things to do. Okay, and I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to try to add some of this gloss gel medium right on top of it because it's not real wet. I can't use the Mod Podge. Something was turquoise on my palette knife. Because I got turquoise over here. Kind of like it in reality. All right. Yeah, there's another smudge of turquoise. We should have that buried in enough that the vellum will not wrinkle on me. Okay. That up. So really all this needs now is a cutout. I didn't use this, but I might stick the dog right here, like do a photocopy of the dog and put him right in here. I don't want to use the real photo. So what'll happen is they'll be right here. So it'll be right in here. It's the people. And like I said, I think I'll print the puppy, not them, just the puppy, and put the puppy right here next to him. Because that's their fur baby. And get that puppy just to fit right there. Not paint him, just a copy. Like a color copy. So that's ready. I'm supposed to stream for Ella on the 2nd. So what I'll do is print them when I go to school and cut them out in white. We'll cut them out in white paper and we'll finish this canvas next Monday. And then I also am going to work on my next Across the Decades, the 1900s, because January starts. I might do that in my New Year's stream. because my video and what I was going to do with the Yupo, the video hasn't come yet. So I was going to use that technique, and I haven't watched the video, so it's hard to use a technique you haven't seen. I'll still probably play with the Yupo a little bit. And we'll maybe do an abstract piece with the Yupo. But I think I'll do my Across the Decade stream for 1900 on the New Year's Eve marathon stream. And then I'll finish this on the 2nd. Hi, Marilyn. So I'll let this dry and cure. And then, like I said, I'll print them big enough where I can cut them out. And we'll finish this on January the 2nd when I stream for Ella. That will be the last stream that I'm going to, well, the last stream I'm going to do for Ella, because she'll be back after that. But she's going to miss that Monday, January the 2nd. And I have school that day, so having something short and sweet to do probably would not be a bad thing. So, and probably what I'll end up doing is, once this is really dry, I think I want to take some chocolate metallic and darken the sides with the chocolate metallic, and maybe even take a brown or black ink pad, or I could even take, I kind of want to do this on the edges. I kind of want to antique those edges. So we'll probably work on the edges too, almost like you do on a journal page. So that's what we'll do on I may stream again between now and then, between now and New Year's, because I'm not working all this week. So if Paula doesn't stream Wednesday, you might see me Wednesday. You might not. I'm not going to promise anything. We'll just see. And I'm going to either show up maybe Wednesday or Thursday during the day. Yeah, I think chocolate on the edges with metallic. You'll still see the undertone of the golds. I think that will be pretty on the sides. And then bring some of the paint up, or some of the brown ink, and kind of get those. But I'll have to make sure, see, that's coming up right here. I'll just have to, after this is dry, check my edges. But it helps if it cures and really dries. So let me stop this recording.